I was attracted really by traveling, going away, clothes that you wear in holidays, living in a village, or going to a village for your holidays and trying to keep that privacy of that village.
Picasso and Matisse inspirations everywhere. The sensibility of those two artists are certainly on many of the Parisians' minds. We saw it translated in the eye cutouts that were at the hems and also at the midriffs of many of the dresses, and also the idea of the applique flowers that were leather, the idea of saffron on top of burgundy, navy and blue, with the idea of that great little red pop, and even the idea of bright white on red, almost as if their wives had made the dresses at home, Roland was telling us.
That moment where someone is so famous for his art and now in a privacy his partner will use some of his work and embroider it on her clothes as a symbol, you know, is how the creativity become part of the daytime life, but at the same time it's that worldwide talent that travel the world.
So many designers have done that sort of ladylike look and return to mid-century silhouettes. I think they were 1940s mostly in Roland Mouret's case. So often this season things have seemed really costumey to me, and it really didn't at Roland's show. And I'm not quite sure what to chalk that up to, other than the fact that he has a very subtle touch. And, you know, he really knows his way around a dress.
I think we really talked about all the different iconic ideas of the Greek evil eye and how that would manifest itself in on little cutouts on skirts and in midriffs, which weren't vulgar at all, which exposed little glimpses of skin but were never, you know, done in a very obvious, showy way. So, you know, I was so happy that, you know, people went there with him to explore what he wanted to do in terms of his ideas.
This gorgeous room with all the gold gilt, the idea of the blue lighting, not so flattering on our skin, but certainly made for drama. The idea of a little bit of an underwater theme as well, that whole idea of scuba and surf is definitely still out there, and he translated it in different shades of turquoise and dresses that were cut close to the body with a very subtle scuba influence. I was really happy to see that Roland kind of took the idea of the dresses that are always known for being close to the body, but also doing shapes and silhouettes that actually had a little bit of flu, a little bit of movement. It's certainly all about a skirt that has a lot of movement and a lot of volume this season. So he really touched on all the important trends, and I'm loving all this little nod to Mr. Picasso and Matisse. It's really interesting and bringing a very artistic quality to a really fantastic Paris season.
There were a lot of great dresses that, I think a lot of us in the crowd would have wanted to, put on and walk right out of there in, beautiful light spring dresses.
The greatest joy for us was really trying to push it forward to another place and really enjoying how everyone understood what we were trying to do and what he was trying to do in terms of exploring a much more fluid silhouette. His signature pieces still exist, but it's a much looser, more free sort of woman. So there was this idea of trying to find a little piece of paradise where she can exist in this free, sort of sun-kissed way.
He told me backstage that he has women coming into his new store in London who buy 4 of the exact same dress, 1 for each of their houses, which I thought was really fabulous and made me, seriously jealous.
It's my research all the time of women. I love movement on women. I don't like women static. Even when I'm doing a curvy dress, it has to move.